So I got the idea for this video after getting a lot of comments about my wacky takes on music, be it ranking albums or reviewing albums, and people thinking that I'm like just being a contrarian or whatever. But no, I'm just being honest and open about my opinions. And I feel like after seeing Joker Folly of Ducks, there weren't any ducks in the movie. I don't get that. But after seeing that, I decided I want to rank all the Batman movies, even though Joker and Joker Folly of Ducks are not in here. And yes, I'm saying that wrong on purpose. We're going to do the tier list of Batman films, and you can see how my kind of weird or goofy takes crosses over from music to films. And maybe, if you disagree, you can say we have a different taste, or you can just say, hey, I think this guy has a bad taste in everything. So, or at least music and films. So let's go ahead and get to the list. I don't think we're doing them in any particular. Let's see. We got this one. Okay. Yes, this is what we got. This is the tier list we have. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Batman films. And we could just start from the back. I think that'll work with The Batman. Really liked it. I'm going to put it maybe in B tier. Is that insane? Is that wacky? Is that crazy? I really enjoyed it. I thought everybody did an excellent job in the movie, but I haven't really wanted to rewatch it. I think I've watched this one twice, whereas a lot of the other Batman films, I just have every line memorized. Right? So that one, really good, but not the greatest thing ever made like some of these other movies are. But now there are some bad things about Batman. There are some bad things. And I don't even need to see which one of these are director's cuts or super cuts or fan edits. Justice League is trash. Absolute garbage tier trash. I just can't think of anything that is worse than Justice League. And I tried the different cuts. I tried to watch it a couple of times, and they're just awful. The writing is bad. The special effects are bad. The acting is bad. It's just CG blobs smashing CG blobs. There's no plot. There's not a good villain. It's not Ben Affleck that I don't like. It's just everything. The story, the writing, the dialogue, the characters, the costume design. Everything is trash. I hate everything about Justice League. And look, here it is again. Which one of those is worse? I don't know. They're both equally trash, but I guess the new which way would be, I think, obviously the original version is worse than the Snyder Cut. So Snyder Cut, a little less stinky trash, but still stinky trash. And then we got, what is that? I can't even tell what it is, but it is, again, garbage trash down here. That whole universe is awful. I hate everything about it. It's just stupid beyond comprehension. And I do recognize this one right here. This right here, Superman, Batman v Superman, is the worst F tier movie. It's probably the worst movie I've ever seen in the history of the universe. It is mind-bogglingly stupid. There's not enough Batman fighting Superman, and even if there was, I don't want Batman to fight Superman. I want him to fight the Joker and the Riddler and the Penguin and Mr. Freeze and Catwoman, the Scarecrow, Two-Face. Superman is overpowered. There's no reason for Batman to fight Superman. And yet they made one so convoluted and stupid to make this 5, 7, 8, 9, 10-hour movie about it. Horrible. It looks horrible. The idea is stupid. The delivery is stupid. Everything is trash. This is the absolute worst garbage I've ever ingested in my life. This movie makes me sick. I hate it. I hate Batman v Superman. It's just the stupidest garbage ever. And then again, it's like a Marvel movie where it devolves into CG nothingness, punching CG nothingness. And Martha! Martha! That could have been done well because their moms are named Martha. But it was not done well. It was done in the stupidest, corniest, most schlocky, dumbest, brain dead. Like, it's unimaginable to me that anybody put any money at all into this. It's absolute garbage, trash tier, burn in hell. Everybody that involved in this picture needs to be canceled immediately. I, god dang, cannot say enough about Batman v Superman. It makes me want to fight Superman. It's so freaking bad. It makes me very violently sick and nauseous. It's like, it's just the worst. It's the worst thing ever. It's just vile, disgusting, horrible trash. Somebody, I'm not even joking. Everyone involved in that movie needs to go to prison immediately. Like, it's Batman v Superman. Please, God. Please, God. It's so bad. So bad. Garbage, garbage, garbage. All four of those movies need to go in the trash. We'll say Justice League. I got like, there's a few things in it that are like, okay. That's all I can say about all of those movies. Justice League, the Snyder Cut, Batman v Superman garbage cut, Batman v Superman, the 12-hour cut. Useless movies. No emotion, no writing, no good special effects. Everything is trash. They make me vomit. But now I love everything. I love all the other Batman movies. So let's give Batman some praise now. Next up, we got The Dark Knight Rises. I'm going to say S tier. It got a lot of hate, but I really, really enjoyed it. I got the message. I loved the ending. Bane was awesome. Catwoman was awesome. Batman and his other helpers, just the movie was great. I really wish that Heath Ledger would have been part of it. But Dark Knight Rises, really freaking amazing. Love it. I've seen it a billion trillion times. And it just keeps getting funnier every time I see it. That's a Batman reference. You want to get nuts? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. The Dark Knight is it's tied with that one, but I'm going to say Dark Knight's a little bit better. A little bit better. I don't think that's contrarian, right? Everybody loves The Dark Knight, and it's really good. It's going to get beat out. It'll probably get beat out with some of these other movies. Batman Begins is one that when I think about the Nolan Batman verse, I always kind of almost forget about this one, like thinking maybe it's not so great. But then I watch it and I'm like, oh, it is really great. It's a really great Batman movie. I'm going to put it in. Is it A or S? I'll put it in A. I would put it in A tier. It's really good. It's really good. Really fun to watch. The Scarecrow is awesome. The stuff about Batman's backstory is awesome. The action is great. The choreography is choreography. And are we live? I think we are live. Yeah. This is gonna be a weird video. So now we got 5 more movies to talk about. And again, I just love Batman in film. And you saw the thumbnail, right? We got Batman and Robin next. I'm gonna like. I know. This is where my contrarian, he's just doing it for the views. I do that for the views, but this, I would never put a dishonest ranking on the internet, except maybe on April Fool's Day. And I would kind of explain it if it was on April Fool's Day. I think Batman and Robin might beat out Batman Begins. And I know I'm laughing because it's like, yeah, I can just hear your comments now. But it's really fun. It's really enjoyable. And, I was younger when Batman 89 came out. I was 4. And I got the VHS. I've got the Christmas home movie where I open it up and it's a Joker movie. I got the Joker movie. And, that whole series of Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin, those, good or bad, there are some bad ones. Or no, there's one that's not my favorite. Those Batman 89 and all of those are just a part of my life. I'm 39 now, but I've been liking Batman movies since I was 4. So I've been liking Batman movies for 35 years. That's what gives me the right to do this. And I love Batman and Robin. It's very stupid. It's very corny. I actually have the comic adaptation, which is, imagine if you'd never seen the movie, but it was just like a Batman comic book. It was great. It's a great comic book movie. It's just like a comic book would be in 1990 something, So it's just a lot of fun. We got a lot of villains, which I wish that Batman movies would all chill out and do one villain, please. I personally, when I make my Batman movie, it's going to be Batman, maybe Robin, Batman and Robin versus Mr. Freeze. That's it. Or Clayface. Or maybe Freeze and Clayface and Penguin and Poison Ivy and Joker. No! Batman, Mr. Freeze, making out. Let's go. Arnold Schwarzenegger could come back, but do like a serious Mr. Freeze. That would be kind of cool. I'm hoping. I hope that the Batman 2. I don't want the Court of Owls. Who the crap is that? I want Mr. Freeze or Clayface. So angry. The Justice League movies make me infuriated. They're just trash. They're absolutely trash. Like I said, Justice League had a little tiny bit of hope in it. But it's garbage. It's just a little tiny bit of hope in a pile of garbage. Batman v Superman. Oh, it's so terrible. It's the worst, absolute worst thing I've ever seen in my life. God. Oh, don't talk about Batman and Robin. Talk about B v Super B. Batman v Superman. The title's stupid. Everything about it's stupid. Batman Forever. This one has kind of went down my list. I really love it, but it's kind of went down on my list. I put it in B tier. Now I'm trying to decide if the Batman or Batman and Forever. Batman Forever versus the Batman. I think I'm good with The Batman being better than Forever. Batman Forever is a great movie. I love Val Kilmer as Batman, even though Bowling for Soup say he sucked as Batman in their song Val Kilmer. Um, but I thought Val Kilmer was a great Batman. But the villains, this is where the problems start with the villains, right? Like the goofy Joel Schumacher insanity, where every villain is just wackily over the top. You know, Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones really were playing the same character, just crazed psychopath, and it was way over the top. I wish that one of them. I wish that the Riddler maybe could have stayed like that, and Two Face maybe needed a little more workshopping. His makeup was awful, and he was doing the exact same thing as the Riddler. So Riddler and Two Face were pretty bad villains. I would have preferred it to have maybe just been a Two-Face movie with the actors returning from the original. You know what I'm saying? But now I've got some more hot takes to throw in your face and turn you into Two-Face. Batman Returns is my least favorite. It's the most one of the most disappointing Batman movies ever for me. I pretend that the Justice League and Ben Affleck, I pretend those movies don't even exist because they're so bad. They're so ungodly, unbelievably bad. So I pretend that Batman Returns is kind of probably the one that I've revisit the least. Like I said, I grew up on Batman 89 and Batman 1960s. But Batman Returns, just kind of a head scratcher. Like I was so excited to see it as like a second grader back then, and it was just it lost a lot of the magic from Batman 89 to Returns. The magic was just gone. It was just like, it's a film. I've tried to, I hear a lot of people praise this one, but man, I got to put it low tier. I'm going to put it D tier. It's pretty bad to me. I don't enjoy it. There's not a lot of character development for the Batman, and the villains just Penguin gets unalived. Catwoman kind of has her moment that she's going to come back, but she never does. There was just so much that could have been done from the first Michael Keaton Batman to now, and we've gotten a lot of schlock. And I'm glad the Flash is in on this list because I'm going to lose my voice if I rant and rave anymore. Goodness gracious! Like I said, those new DC movies, the bad, all the newer ones, and that's something on my musical discussions. I'm angry that people think that new Green Day and new Offspring and new Weezer is terrible, but I like, so I understand, but I like the Batman, so I still like new Batman. But man, those Justice League movies and the Flash movies and the other ones with the horrible Joker, those are just awful. I don't even care to think about those. I'm glad they're not here, even though Batman appeared in those trashes. Any of the stuff with Ben Affleck, just complete garbage. And it's not him, it's just the movies. Just horrible. Horrible. Makes me sick. God. It literally could not have been worse than Batman v Superman. The Flash The Flash had some enjoyable stuff in it, but we're not talking about the Flash. We're talking about Batman. Do I look like Batman? Now I got two more. Look at this. I got a pretty even keel, right? Batman 89. This is definitely S tier, but is it better than The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises? I'm going to say it's oh man. This is tough. Oh man. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's tough. I want it to be number one. I want it to be number one S tier. But The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises are just so incredible. I was talking earlier. The Batman from 1989. It's a perfect movie. Dark Knight Rises is perfect. Dark Knight is perfect. Those are like just epic, mind-blowing. I just want 1,000 movies like that. Like I wish there was another. I wish that Jack Nicholson had lived at the end of Batman '89. We could have got like Trial of the Joker and like all his mob connections could have like come out. But now we've got Batman 66, the movie, and oh my gosh, it's good. I think it's gonna be S tier as well. I think that could shake things up because I kind of want it to be like in there. Is it better than Batman 89? I kind of want to switch Dark Knight Rises as the worst S tier. That's tricky. I'll leave it. I think I'll leave it like that. But man, like I said, 4-year-old me in '89 was obsessed with the Joker movie. It wasn't the Batman movie. It was the Joker movie. Even at 4 years old, I knew that Jack Nicholson just stole the show from everybody. He should have got to play that Joker. He still can. He needs to come back and play the Joker. But the Batman the 60s TV show, I grew up watching the reruns in the late 80s, early 90s, and I still watch them today. So watching that Adam West Batman, just spectacular. So Dark Knight Rises, Batman 89, and Batman 66 are S tier, perfect. Can't live without them. I don't want to live without Batman and Robin either. I love it. It's so fun, so weird, so bright. And Batman Begins is almost as good as Batman and Robin. Like I said, I do like when I think of Batman Begins, I think it's not very good. And then I watch it and it's amazing. It's almost S tier. Batman and Robin and Batman Begins are almost S tier. And then The Batman, pretty darn good. B tier with Batman Forever. Both of those pretty darn good. I've rewatched all of these, the B tier, A tier, and S. I've rewatched these a lot, except for The Batman. I've seen it a couple of times, maybe 2 or 3, maybe at the most 3. But it's really good. It's just, it suffers from that modern thing where movies now got to be 5, 7, 8, 10 hours long. And I was born in 1985. I think I'm really busy. I work full time. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a single dad. So I don't have time to watch a 17-hour movie. I want them to be about 2 hours because I'm lucky if I have 2 hours to do that. Okay. There are no C tier Batman movies because it's all like really, really good. And then Batman Returns kind of sucks. And then all those other ones just forget they exist and just don't go Joker on the people that made those movies. We don't want to commit crimes. That's bad to commit crimes. But Justice League and Wonder Woman and Batman prances around beating up Superman with magical, goofy CG abilities for no reason at all. That garbage just needs to stay 5,000 yards away from me. It's just if there was something below F tier, if I could just like literally just take these movies and throw them into hell for all eternity, I would, because that's how bad those are. Justice League, like I said, a little tiny bit of it's entertaining. Like I could like fast forward through like 90% of it and be like, oh, that's cool. Oh, Batman had a zinger there. Oh, there's still 15 hours left to go in this Norwood cut. Ah! The original one's pretty bad. And then oh, God, please, please, please get it away from me. Give me Batman and Robin. All right, thank you guys. Keep in mind, I do usually talk about music here on the channel, and I think I am going to do a review of that new Joker Folia Do. I just said it like that so it'd rhyme. It's actually Joker Folia Dux. I liked it. It's super duper depressing and sad, but I liked it. And I like a lot of Batman movies. As you can see, there's that one universe at the bottom, trash, and Batman Returns are not very good, not very entertaining. All the rest are pretty superb A-list or B-list. And yeah, just share your feelings about having whack opinions or supposed whacked opinions. And yeah, subscribe. I got some merch now that I'm working on. I'm doing some abstract art on some hoodies and t-shirts, trying to become a multi-trillionaire so I can become Batman. That would be cool. I could always overload myself even more by becoming Batman. And I just let everybody know, like, it's me. It's me. I'm Batman. What are you going to do?